Sup boys, Ludo here with an updated tier list finally. So, a lot of things changed since the last tier list, so it's about time to change it up. So, the meta is kinda locked in. I'm guessing we won't have any more big changes. So this could be pretty much the final tier list of the season. If we have some big changes with the next patch, then we could do another one, but we'll see about that, right? So currently, I did glad I have 6 different specs around 2.6, so you know I have some decent XP currently, and I know how the meta is, so let's get going. By the way, this is mostly anything below, you know, rank 1 level, so anything between 2k to 2.8k. Rank 1 range is a little bit different game. So let's get going. Actually 2.9, yeah. Okay, let's get going. Fury Warrior. Really bad right now, okay? I mean, it's not terrible. It's okay, but it's probably the worst melee in the game right now. Okay? Why? The answer is because the only thing it brings is consistent damage. And that's not how you win games in this season. This season you win games by CC and burst. Fury Warrior doesn't have any of that. Okay? Plus it's the most immobile thing there is. It's really mobile, you know. You have to be 100% uptime to do remotely the damage of some other classes. Like, even if you have 100% uptime on Devour Demon Hunter, for example, you're never gonna outdamage him. Now, Fury Warrior is really good into low tier lobbies, like, I don't know, anything below 2.3 probably, right? At the moment. Anything below Elite, Fury Warrior could be in an S tier, because these guys don't use their CC mobility properly, right? So really good into lower lobbies, really bad into high lobbies, okay? Unholy DK, insane damage, actually insane burst and damage, always stops the charts in the shuffle. Now, the problem is with Unholy DK, boys, is it's squishy, okay? That's its biggest issue, that's its only weakness. If it wasn't squishy, it would be super good. Like, it would be an S tier if it got buffed to defensiveness. Outside of that, everything's good. Nice CC, we have the silence, we have the grid, like we have everything on the DK. It's so good. Even you have utility for your teammates with the AMS, with all of that. And the damage is just so good. So a really high A tier, but in the current meta it has weakness. For example, Arms Warrior is really good into Unholy DK and stuff like that, right? So it has weakness, right? It has weakness. Hasma Shaman was super busted while it was bugged. Currently it's, again, really good, but not S tier good. Really good burst. Unfortunately, it doesn't have CC really. I mean, hard to hard cast Hex, right? But burst is so good, Bloodlust is so good, but all of that got nerfed. So it's just slightly worse than it was, but it's still really high A tier, very good right now, okay? Definitely very nice. Now the Sub-Rogue, boys, very hard to rate. I'm gonna give it an A tier. Honestly, hard to say exactly where. It just depends on the lobby, it just depends on the rating you're playing at. Let's put it here. But the point with the Sub-Rogue is, the lower your lobby is, people are gonna DR your stuns, you know, it's not gonna be as great. The higher you are, the Sub-Rogue gets better and better, okay? So I'm gonna put it in A tier, but obviously rank 1 range is an S tier, easy, right? But anything just below rank 1 range, easy A tier. It's not as oppressive as it was like on the beginning of the season. Like, it's not one-shotting anymore, but it's still super good still. But there's, in my opinion, way stronger, especially in this range I'm talking about, spec for the Rogue. And even though if you look at the top of the ladder, it's going to be Sub-Rogues. But everything just below the rank 1 range, guys, I'm telling you. It's not going to be rank 1, it's not going to be Sub-Rogues, it's going to be something else. And honestly, that's my worst expect to play against. I hate playing against it, but we'll get to that. Okay. Survival Hunter. Survival Hunter has one crazy gimmick. One crazy gimmick, and that's the one-shot chakrams, right? It does like 300k, can literally one-tap you. Literally can one-tap you. It's really good. But outside of that, it's not that great. Now, could be borderline A tier. I ain't gonna lie. Could be A tier even. It's kinda... But it's so niche that seeing a good survival is rare, because it's really niche. So I'm borderline, something between A and B. I'm definitely thinking it's way better than the Warrior. Like Fury Warrior is low B tier, and this is high B tier. Okay? But yeah, good CC, good defensives, crazy good burst, but outside of the burst, kind of useless, right? So that's the only problem with the Survival Hunter. Okay? Should we put it in A tier? Hard to say. If there was a B+, it would be B+, okay? Red Warrior S tier, no question about it, especially in solo shuffle. You can make up for your teammates' mistakes always because you have such a good utility, such good toolkit, bubble, lay on hand, spell bubble, sack, freedoms, all of that good stuff, Searing Glare, insane, right? The damage was nerfed, the Templar was nerfed, but the Herald is doing actually very, very good damage. Now the point is, some Paladins I literally see in shuffle doing negative damage. I don't know how, but for a fact I know that you can actually top the charts as a Red Paladin. I don't know how to do it, but it's been done. I've been playing with red Paladins who do this. So some Paladins perform really well, some perform really bad, but that doesn't make it any less an S tier, okay? Just skill issue. So definitely an S tier class, no question about it. Now, Outlaw Rogue. It was a menace as well, where it got nerfed. It didn't get nerfed much, but still, I would say strong A tier. Very strong A tier. Honestly, all of these are very strong A tiers. Outlaw is kind of rogue version of Fury Warrior. High APM, high consistent damage, but it has a rogue toolkit. So just way, way better than the Fury Warrior, right? So there we go. Now, the Frost DK. Very close to Survival Hunter. Very close to Survival Hunter, but the only difference is it's squishier than Survival Hunter. It has worse defenses, right? Survival Hunter has Feign Death, Turtle, Double Wall, all of that good stuff. Frost DK, not really. It's completely melee, right? You can easily get disarmed, all of that stuff. It has more weaknesses than the Survival Hunter, but it has crazy good one-shot as well. Same as Survival Hunter. So they're in very similar boat. Okay? Decent. Very decent. But again, kind of weak to Warriors, right? Now, talking about the Warrior. Arms Warrior. S tier. Very good into a lot of lobbies. Very bad into selected lobbies like Frost Mage, Devoker, right? Some lobbies are really bad. But most of the lobbies are very decent and very good, very hard to kill. Does really good consistent damage. And just overall powerhouse. Still, even after the nerf wasn't crazy, but it's still S tier. Okay? Definitely better than these guys. But again, very lobby dependent, right? If you're in triple caster lobby, you're in a problem. If you're in a triple melee lobby, very nice. But for most balanced lobbies, like 1-1, one range, one melee, really good, right? Really good. But the double range lobbies are kind of tough. Okay? Havoc Demon Hunter, boys. Havoc Demon Hunter. Honestly, it does really good damage. It does really good damage right now. Kind of like a DK. It's really pumping damage-wise. But, again, the same weakness. Defense is really weak. Blur is a joke, right? You have no Netherwalk. So, the CC is also not the greatest. Like, one of the weaker CCs. You're very mobile, though. So yeah, can't put it any higher because it has obvious weaknesses, but it's good. It's way better than it was in the last tier list, right? It got buffed nicely. Feral. Feral is very strong. It's kind of like a rogue, but a little bit harder to play, in my opinion. It does really good damage. Clone is insane. Squishy, but in the right hands it's not squishy because it's very mobile. For example, against a warrior, like warrior, really hard to kill Feral. Like you can't even catch him. Get a good Feral, right? So it just, you know, Feral is just a skill issue for me, for most of the players. Like it's really good. Like it could even be an S tier, but again, it just depends on the player. Like in higher lobbies, it's an S tier. In lower lobbies, I would say it's an A tier. Like it's really strong, but hard. Okay. Windwalker, huge burst, very good burst. Nice CC chain, but again, same weakness as these guys. Really squishy, like really squishy. But the damage is crazy. The burst is crazy. But it's not what it was, you know, when it was S tier. Like before, you could literally 100-0 someone in globals. Now, rarely it's happening. Like it doesn't really happen that often. It can happen, but it's rare, and it's really squishy. Okay. Assassination Rogue. Last melee, guys. This is what I was talking about. Honestly, this is my least favorite spec currently to play against. It's so strong. Out of a sudden. It's really, really strong. You can, like anyone in the lobby can get 100-0 randomly. Okay? The healer can't react because he's gonna be silenced into kidney, into blind, into whatever. You can literally tunnel healers with Assassination Rogue. Kingsbane does so much. Like, it's, if you know what you're doing with Assassination Rogue, it's so good. In my opinion, the best rogue spec by far. And I'm pretty sure, when I was playing 3v3, when I was doing my glad wins, I think my lowest win rate was against Assassination Rogue. Like, we would randomly lose. You literally randomly lose. The healer dies, whoever dies, you know? Really good, insanely good. No one can convince me otherwise. It's so good right now. Insanely good. BM Hunter. BM Hunter is definitely S tier. All the strengths of the Hunter. Stun trap, really good CC, really good defensives. It's a melee that's ranged at the same time. It has, for example, Sub-Rogue had crazy burst because not the burst itself was crazy, but the burst was very often. Like Shadow Dance was, you know, 20 seconds cooldown. Same now goes for the Beast Mastery, right? Bestial Wrath is 30 seconds long. Cooldown, I mean, right? So every 30 seconds you kind of can get a kill. So it's really, really strong. It's insanely strong right now. It's not, like, it's completely different playstyle to the War Within. In the War Within, you were just pumping consistent damage. Now you're just doing kills in the Bestial Wrath, that's it. Outside of that, you don't do much. So every 30 seconds, you can get a kill. No one has a 30-second burst window except Sub-Rogue, right? So you have the most often burst in the game, kind of, right now. And it's very hard to focus you because it doesn't matter if they focus you, because you're kind of a melee. And you have such good defensive kit. So really, really good right now. Affliction Lock. S tier. Really good. Really, really good. Does insane damage. If you don't focus it, it's gonna kill everyone. If you focus it, it takes a long time to kill it. Affliction Lock is really tanky. One of the most tanky specs in the game right now. It's really tanky, really hard to kill, very mobile with the double gate. It does really good damage. So all in all, just great. Honestly, I think Affliction is better than the BM, but I'm thinking like BM is way, way easier. So I'm just gonna put it here, you know. But I think Affliction is slightly stronger. But it's way easier to perform with BM, right? So Arcane Mage. Arcane Mage is C tier, our first C tier. It's really bad. I don't know if I ever lost a game to Arcane Mage this season. Like, it's so bad. It does good damage if you don't focus it, but everyone focuses it and it just dies. It literally just dies. It's bad. You get locked on your arcane, you die. End of story. It's really bad. Now, on the other side, the Frost Mage. The Frost Mage is giga broken. It still hasn't been nerfed. It's the best spec in the game right now. Okay? Practically the most tanky spec in the game right now. Right? Now, the thing is, I think massive visibility needs to get moved only to Arcane. For Frost Mage it's too much. 2 barriers, 2 ice blocks, 2 invisibilities, blinks which remove stuns, 7 roots, Ray of Frost, 2 charges. Do we need to say more? Spammable CC, right? If you get kick on Paul, it doesn't matter, he's just gonna Ray of Frost, right? He can blink. If you kick Arcane, my boy can't poly, my boy can't blink, he can't do anything, he can't use barrier, only thing he can ice block once. And yeah, that's it. So, by far the best in the game. It's really good. Boomy. Boomy, really good pad damage. Really good pad damage. The burst is not as scary as it used to be. It's not as scary, and that's why I'm gonna put it in B tier. I just think these are better. All of these are better. Now, it's definitely better than the Fury Warrior. I would even argue it's better than the Frost DK and the... But I would say very high B tier. Really good damage, really good toolkit. Good CC, beam, clone, insane. But... I don't know, it just doesn't have that finishing power. It's hard to close the games, in my opinion. It's pretty hard to close the games. Okay? So B tier. Now, the same thing goes for the Devastation Invoker. The same exact thing. Literally the same. A lot of damage. Very hard to close the games. You need to rely on your teammates completely to close the game. Because your mastery is the opposite of killing people. You know, the higher they are, the more damage you do. You don't have any ability that does high burst damage. You have, you know, a lot of DPS, but no burst. So, Devastation is way better, for example, in 3v3, where you choose your comp, for example, Frost DK, for example, BM, you know, really good into these comps. With teammates who can burst down the target, help you close the game. But with random teammates, it's just not that good, right? Especially, for example, I don't know, you play Boomy and Dev, like you guys are gonna do so much damage, but none of you can really close the game. And you don't have immortal effect, so you completely need to utilize your toolkit to the maximum to win the game compared to some other classes, okay? Demolock is pretty low damage currently. Pretty pretty tanky still, but honestly, people can kind of ignore you right now because you're not that dangerous. Really not that dangerous. Like, if there is a whatever other caster in the lobby, you can literally ignore the Demolock, whatever, who cares? He's just gonna do, you know, 50% of the damage of the other caster, right? Yes, he brings mortal wounds. Yes, he has nice CC, stun, fear, right? But damage is kinda low. So, everything is great except the damage, okay? Everything in the toolkit is great otherwise. Shadow Priest, our first A tier caster, really good, really tanky. Especially in the higher lobbies where your healers have hands. If your healers don't have hands, then you might notice, okay, Shadow Priest kinda sucks. But no, it's just your healers, okay? So if you play with a good healer, with a you know, fingers. Shadow Priest is really good, okay? Not as good as Affliction, but really high A tier, I would say. Like, it's really good. And it's really hard to kill. So, good damage, good CC, silence, good burst, tanky. But it's missing something. And the thing it's missing is stun. Hard to close the game if your teammate is not helping out. Because if you only silence, I mean, you can walk fear, but then you're losing positioning and all of that stuff. But if you can walk into fear, into silence, that's crazy good. But a lot of games, it won't be possible. So you're kind of reliant on your teammates to play well. But it's really good. With good teammates, it's really good. The higher you go, the better it is. Trust me. Okay? Elemental Shaman. Underrated, underdog in my opinion. Really good, really tanky, good damage, good burst, good toolkit. Same as Enhancement Shaman, just slightly weaker, okay? Slightly weaker version of Enhancement Shaman. But it's really good. It's really good. Augmentation Evoker. Honestly, I'm thinking even putting it above Arcane. But I haven't seen any. Actually, I played one 3v3 game against. I did play one 3v3 game, but they lost, so it wasn't a long game. I played it once this season. Went for like 5-1. It didn't seem bad, but it's just, hard to say. Honestly, hard to say. I think it's a C tier. If it was a S tier, people would actually play it, right? Even though it's a weird spec, even though it's a niche spec. But if it was super good, like in Dragonflight Season 1, people would play it. So it's obviously not good, right? Especially, I think there's an issue with the eruption targeting pets, splitting the damage over the pets. That's the problem, I think, with the augmentation. Now, Arcane Mage. Sorry, Fire Mage. It's late. Fire Mage is really good right now, especially after the buff. The burst probably has the best burst in the game right now. The Meteor pretty much one-taps. It's really strong. Outside of the burst, not that great. Really not that great outside of the burst. But the burst is really damn good. Silly good. So, yeah. Has a toolkit of a mage. Double invisibility. Barrier. Ice block. Second life. So, really good. The only weakness is, outside of combust window. Destrolock. Huh. Again, high B tier in my opinion. Today I played against some Destrolocks actually, and they're not that bad. Especially now when we're full gear, they're more tanky. They're obviously very hard. If you let them play, you're kind of dead. So you need to tunnel them. Just depends on the lobby. If it's a caster lobby, Deathstroke can be really good. If it's a triple melee lobby, really rough, right? If, for example, Arms Warrior plus Unholy Decay or Assassination Rogue, really rough, okay? Very lobby dependent. That's why I'm gonna put it in B tier, especially in the lower brackets where healers are bad. It's hard, to carry because you'll be tunneled every game. Your healer can't heal you. He'll be losing your position, even though it doesn't matter where your portal is. So hard to, But if you're able to play, actually, pretty decent. Like, it's pretty decent. Definitely B tier. Maybe even A tier, but low A tier or high B tier. Hard to say. Marksman Hunter. Marksman Hunter, definitely an S tier. It's, again, full toolkit of the Hunter. Good CC. Good defenses. Actually, surprisingly tanky. The damage is really good. The burst is good. Everything's good. Okay? Everything's good. In my opinion, I would say worse than BM and Affliction. But it's all here, It's all close, just lobby dependent. For example, BM doesn't really care if he's playing against triple melee, right? Doesn't really care. But if you play against Double Warrior or Unholy Decay as a, you need to hard cast aim shot and then they have 100% uptime on you. So I would say it's worse because it has tougher, it has worse lobbies than the BM, for example, right? BM shouldn't really care whatever lobby it is. So that's the only difference, I would say. They're both equally good, just slightly tougher lobbies sometimes. Devourer, the new spec on the block. Insane. Highest damage in the game. Really tough to kill. No matter what hero talent tree you play, the one-shot Void Scarred or the caster one, which hits literally 100k per hit. It's really good. The defensive side is the only weakness. If you play the caster build, you only have kind of blurs. The Void Scarred is almost impossible to kill because of, you know, glimpses. You have million glimpses. It's impossible to CC you. So the only weakness is dying in a kidney shot, something like that, right? But Void Scarred has one shot every 30 seconds almost. Crazy. So you need to pop huge defensive every 30 seconds pretty much. If you're playing the caster build, you get to meta. You're hitting literally 100k per hit. Like, who can live that? And the meta lasts for like a minute, right? You're literally getting hit. Imagine getting... Aim shot does like 70k. So imagine getting instant aim shot every single click. Like, you know, when is the damage gonna stop? It's never gonna stop. It's literally top damage every lobby. It does insane damage, insane pressure. Again, the only weakness is defensives, but if you have good healer, you don't even have to worry about it. And you need to have good positioning for the to live, right? But insane damage, unhealable damage, actually unhealable damage. I'm gonna put Frost Mage in front just because Frost Mage is unkillable. This thing is killable in a stun. It just depends what you play. For example, Warrior, you're not gonna kill it in a Stormbolt. The Rogue can kill it, but most of the classes can't kill it. It has huge magic reduction, right? Very hard for the casters to kill, very hard for a lot of melees to kill. Again, the only thing, Rogue, that can actually kill it. So yeah, that's about the DPS. I wouldn't change a thing, looks perfect to me, based on the experience currently. Now the healers, I played a little bit of the healers, but mostly it's on players I played with and shuffles and 3v3 arenas I'm gonna base it on. Now the Disc Priest, I'll say A tier. Especially Void Weaver. Void Weaver is crazy good right now, especially in lower lobbies. Like above 2.8, I guess it's not that it's bad, but anything below 2.8, if the Void Weaver is good, if he gets a good lobby, like if he gets a turbo lobby, like for example playing against Enhancement Shaman and Arms Warrior, he's gonna have a bad time. But if he plays against, for example, Boomy and, you know, Shadow Priest, they can't really kill him. And he's gonna be literally doing the same damage as the Shadow Priest, if not more. So in some lobbies S tier, in some lobbies bad, but overall really strong. Now Oracle, personally, whenever I play with Disc Priest Oracle, I feel like I'm 10% all game. So I'd say Oracle is B tier, but that's just how it feels to me. Okay, so I would say overall Disc Priest is A tier, but Oracle, in my opinion, is weaker than the Void Weaver. Okay, Press Evoker, a tier above all the other healers by far, especially in solo shuffle. Now for the 3v3, I wouldn't say it's such a big difference, because Evoker gets the quickest, kinda the quickest to get right? So you might lose on mana. But even without mana, Press Evoker can keep going for a while. So yeah, that's the only weakness, but it's not that huge of a deal. Okay. Again, Nullifying Shroud, just too much for the most healers, especially like, for example, some healer. There we go, Holy Paladin. Holy Paladin can't do much. Literally, my boy can blink cast Sleepwalk while, you know, flying. Get a free Sleepwalk, 6 seconds into another Sleepwalk, 9 seconds into, I don't know, Hodge, boom. My Holy Paladin needs to bubble. Right? So, a mile above other healers, okay? Holy Paladin. I'm gonna put it in A tier, even though, again, not great. Not great. The thing that keeps it in A tier, in my opinion, is not the healing output, it's just the cooldowns. It has Paladin cooldowns. Paladin cooldowns are pretty much the best in the game, right? And that's why it's A tier. Bubble, lay, sack, freedoms, spell bubble, bop, whatever, right? That's why it's A tier. Healing output itself feels real bad. Feels real bad. But the toolkit, amazing. Mistweaver, really good. Top 3 healers at the moment. Has a lot of cooldowns to go through. Cocoon, Revival, Conduits, if you play that. What's the last one? When you summon the Serpent or Crane, yeah. You can't even trap him, he can port away. Very good into pet classes, pretty much the best healer into pet classes. It's an insta win. Really good right now. Really good. Again, a little bit lobby dependent, but really good. Resto Druid, I would say, is second best healer, and the Mistweaver is third best healer. Now, Resto Druid is insane when played right. Insane when paired in good lobby. For example, you get a rogue mage lobby with the Resto Druid. That's crazy. It's unplayable against. It's unplayable against. Now, the only problem with the Resto Druid is same as a Pharaoh, honestly. It's really hard. Really hard. It's the hardest healer in my opinion. But it's, if played to perfection, it's just almost press evoker. You know, it's really good. It's insanely good, but really hard. Okay, so Holy Priest, the worst healer in the game right now. The problem is all the healers have big buttons. Holy Priest only has Guardian, and Guardian is okay, not bad, but you know, not great. Not great. Has good heals, but again, it's just the weakest. It doesn't bring much. Disc is just better. So yeah. The only thing it has over the disc is Chastise into Fear. That's the only thing. Resto Shaman. Resto Shaman is probably the second worst healer. It's not terrible. Honestly, I prefer playing with Shaman over the Holy Paladin. It has better healing output for sure, but it doesn't have that good big buttons like Holy Paladin has, right? So that's the only, like, it's a close battle between them, honestly. Like this one is, in my opinion, high B tier. This is a low A tier, and they could be swapped around depending on the comp, depending on the situation. Personally, I like Resto more, but I think Paladin is slightly better. Okay, so Resto Shaman, good utility, big heals. The problem is you need to hard cast, and when Mage is meta, you get 7-second kick on your healing wave. GG. Literally GG. What do? You lose. You lose the game. So yeah, that's a problem. Big kicks. Okay, looking good to me. Now the tanks. I'm gonna put it in D tier. Doesn't do enough damage. Like, in this season, tanks don't seem that good. Like, they don't do enough damage to actually, you know, carry arenas. Really hard to carry arenas, and you need to rely on your teammates. So Bloody K, D tier, not really good. Grip, nice, you know, chains, nice, silence. It's decent, just missing the damage. Like, it's not good enough. It's not good enough. Prot Paladin is easily an A tier. It's just a less damage, less burst version of Red Paladin with more utility. Honestly, I would say it's better than the Holy Paladin. Like, I would say it's better than Holy Paladin. Because it brings 2 more extra defenses, right? 2 Valkyries. And in the game, you can cast 3 of them. Plus Lay on Hands, plus Spell Bubble, plus, you know. So you can give pretty much 5 lives to your team. The burst is not as good as it was at the start of the season, sure. Then it was S tier, easy. So currently A tier, definitely no question about it. Vengeance Demon Hunter, the weakest tank in the PvP, made for Mythic Plus. I say it every time, just the toolkit is so bad for PvP. Sigils are just bad for PvP. The damage is weak. Everything is not good. Prot Warrior, again, kind of like a Blood DK, but slightly worse because the CC is not as good. The only good thing about Prot Warrior is the Challenge Shout, so it's very good into casters because you can lock them out. They can't cast a lot, but it doesn't do damage like it did in, for example, the War Wedding Season 1, where Execute was hitting like for 15 to 20% of the HP. Now it's hitting like 5%, and you're not gonna carry the game like that. So yeah, not that good. Okay, Guardian Druid, the best of the bunch. Could be even C tier, maybe, but in arena very hard to carry again. I did play with one at, what was it, 2.5, 2.4, I'm not sure, but that was like a month ago. So I did play with one, I don't know what was his name, Braum something, the number 1 on the ladder. The burst was good, like the burst was good, but you know, hard to carry, because you need to look out for the clones. People are gonna DR. It's just not that great, but definitely better than these 3 by far. So there could be, but can I put it really into tier with these guys? It just doesn't do enough damage. Now with the Brewmaster, I can. Brewmaster is really good. I even played against Brewmaster at 2.2 in 3v3. 2.2 in 3v3 is kind of like 2.5-ish, 2.6-ish in Shuffle. So Brewmaster is actually surprisingly good. Does more damage than the Guardian, for example. Does way more damage. It does the most damage out of the tanks, I would say. Plus, it has good CC. Leg Sweep, Paralyze, Song of GG, really good. So definitely the most playable tank out of these, if you don't count the Prot Paladin, which is pretty much a support than a tank, right? It's pretty much a support, the only support in the game. Okay, I would say that's it, boys. I would say that's it. Looks perfect to me. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, drop the like and subscribe. If you disagree, let me know with what. But there's nothing to disagree here about. Anyways, thank you for watching once again, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.